We are live. Hi, everybody. Thanks
Hello.
for joining us. I have Wisdom Seeker Joan here tonight, and she and I will be doing the meeting the mediums, usually on Heart and Soul Connected, that on Aley's channel. But Aley is unable to host tonight, and from time to time that we like to host the channel or host the mediums over here on my channel when Aley is unable to. So I just want to say hi, Miss Charlotte. Thanks for joining us. And I know that others will be joining us as soon as they get the message on Aley's page. But in the meantime, Joan, what has been going on with you? How's your psychic practice?
Well, it's been going pretty well. I'm looking forward to getting more readings. I'm still giving free readings, and for the first couple of weeks, I had a lot of them, but now things have tapered off. So if you're interested, go to seek411 at yahoo.com and I'll send you the link to my booking site because I'd love to do that. I think keeping in practice helps me do a better job when I have the opportunity to co-host with you or others.
Absolutely. And practice is the key, especially when we were taking the class. Wait, I just want to hold on one second. I want to say hello, everybody. It all just popped in all at once. Hi,
Hi,
Flowing.
everyone.
Hi, Terry Suzuki. Hi, Ron Unconditional Love. Thank you for joining me on this show. Ellen Galinsky, Alva. You guys are great. Kaya Noel. Thank you so much for joining us over here. We were wondering if anybody would have gotten the the message that Aley wasn't hosting. It was going to be switched over to my channel. We just learned about this not too long ago. So I'm sorry for interrupting, Joan. What was it that you were saying?
I was just saying I'm looking forward to getting more opportunities to give free readings because I really like the practice but I'm so appreciative of the people who I have read for and I've learned so much and it's just been a real joy. So yeah, it's been great.
There's a real spiritual expansion going on in the universe that is um, it's changing so fast. The the average American is going to be using, or the average human, I should say, is going to be using their intuition and their psychic skills in their everyday lives. We're going to be tuned into our spiritual essence and our guides on the other side as an everyday occurrence. We're not going to be walking around um, like zombies and not knowing what's really going on in the other realms. It's really going to be integrated. I felt it very strongly this week, very strongly.
That's great. I think it's really true. It's happening before our eyes. I met, or a friend just stopped over briefly for coffee today, and she is in the social work field and said, and I know that, like many people in that field, is an empath. And I don't know if she would use those words, but she was describing meeting with a client and feeling, she said, I knew exactly what he was feeling. I didn't say, I think you feel this, or I think you may be feeling this way. She just described exactly what she was feeling. And he said, that's exactly how I feel. And so I think even in little things like that, going from, I think you feel this to, this is what you're feeling in lots of areas. And she's not someone who is so much into these types of things, but I think it's reaching out into all different areas of the population.
I think you're right. Exactly. Just that is a perfect example of how it's going to bloom and expand. And what I had like it wasn't actually a message or a download. It was like the awareness. I had like an awareness that everybody that's listening to all of us need to get us get get into like a practice group themselves, because if you're here and you're listening, you most likely have some sort of abilities that they want us to start practicing, start working out, start expanding, start using. And I had the idea to ask people to start their own practice groups. I mean, you know how beneficial
Yeah.
that is. We used to do Mondays once a week. Now we do it once a month. And, our other practice groups,
Hmm.
and they are extremely beneficial because you have a group. It's a small group, and you really stretch that muscle of reaching the other side. It really just it's just a huge blessing every time I do. And my goal, and believe it or not, I don't tap in every single day. I find it hard to keep one foot in each
Hmm.
world, and it's hard at work to go teetering back and forth. So I try and keep um, my spiritual stuff towards the weekends, like Friday or Thursday through Sunday or something. But I'm going to start tapping in each and every day and trying to do, you know,
Hmm.
some sort of a information or a guidance, something once a day. That's my goal.
That's great. And I really think you're right that Spirit is saying, whatever you got, we'll work with it. We'll work with you if you work with us. And I think I'm kind of an example of that. That in the classes we were in together, I was not the A+ student, but what was different for me, because in my academic life and everything, I was very competitive and always wanted to be the A+ student and everything. But it was a different vibe, uh, that I felt like I was able, okay, I'm just going to keep trying. If I had been uh, just sort of a so-so at first, in something else that I tried, I would have just quit. Like tennis. I wasn't great at tennis for the first time I tried, so it's like, well, that's not for me. But I wanted this, and it just felt like the doors were being opened, and that Spirit was saying, we'll take you where you are and help you. And just by being a little bit more open to being okay with what I have and working with that, it's really developed and been very, very affirming for me. And I think it would be for everyone, no matter where you are. They're they need they need souls. They need the hands on deck.
Yes. Yes, it was really big. It was really big. So, Ron, unconditional love, he confirmed. He said, very true. I agree with you too. And let me see what I have starred over here. I have a couple of comments. Robin says, I keep hearing the same message, noting and acknowledging. Good,
Yeah.
good. Thank you. Thank you. Um, and Flowing wants to know, Joan, do you have a channel?
I guess officially I do, but I haven't done anything yet, but just kind of say hello on it. But I'm the hesitant one, but I think I'm going to start working on that and put up something, because I just love this community so much, and that is the next step for me. And it's a way to give back. So I'm looking forward to that. Thank you, Flowing.
Yeah, I mean, it's really great to be on somebody else's show and have them drive and have them give you the questions and post the questions so that you can really very just concentrate and really connect and not have to dip out back and forth too much. Doing your own show, like with me driving tonight, it's a little more difficult. I want to try and get some things lined up here. So Miss Charlotte has, I'm not sure if it was a comment or a question. She says, my ears are ringing like Morse code in the morning. And this morning, for the first time, I heard bells. Wow.
Interesting. Should we see what that might be?
Sure. Yeah, let's do that. Let me just see if there's anything else here.
We're definitely trying to get your attention, but this is a unique expression of it. I'm kind of getting the Morse code was getting the attention, and the bells are more like clearing out the signal line so that more can come.
I think it's just a graduation. I think it's that you've graduated, that they use different sounds to change your frequency or to affect your frequency. And if they send you a sound and they hear the frequency back, they can tell where you are on your vibration. So then they send you another frequency and then they hear something back and they feel the vibration. Wow.
Cool.
That is
like sonar or echolocation in bats. That's pretty cool.
I just want to thank my guides, the source, everybody for all your support. It's a real blessing. I'm just amazed every time I get something. Oh, SMK is here and False Teeth Real Tarot is here. Hi, everybody.
The whole
Well,
gang.
it's great to see you. Oh, and Ron said he'll be live on Friday night, collab with Linda G. No way!
Oh my word, Ron.
I can hardly
Celebrity.
wait. That's going to be so good.
I know what I'm
Ron,
doing.
you're the best. You were really good with Terry and Kathleen the other night. I watched that as well. Let me see. I have one more start over here. So Kaya Noel, Mom, Cat Mama Meow, wants to know. Oh, she's sorry. Actually, I thought it was a question. I didn't even read it. Oh, that sounds terrible. But I just saw all the emojis. So she said it really made a difference. You've really made a difference in my life, Cat Mama. I gotta tell you, this is Claudia, and she is just absolutely the reading is up on my channel, and it was just very moving for me, and I could feel the thing is when I do. Let me just undo this. But thank you, Cat Mama Kaya Noel. When I am doing readings, especially even these one reading or one question, I get to feel either what the spirit guide is trying to convey or what my sitter is what we call them, or customer client, and what they're feeling and what they're going through. It's a very empathic type of experience for me, and I kind of get the messages through my heart. I do a lot of the feeling. How about you, Joan?
I tend to see, I'll either hear words in my head, not like outside of me, or I'll see pictures. And then I get a feeling too, but it can be anywhere. Usually in the chakras. But yeah, that's kind of the way it works. Although at some point, this might be an interesting question for people. In the past week, and with what's been happening in Ukraine, I'm wondering if it would be interesting if people told us if they had any unique experiences about that invasion. I know the morning of, I sat down to meditate and kind of started going through my usual routine. And they weren't waiting right away. I got a different kind of vision. And it was a vision that was more like a video rather than just the more static pictures I often see. And it was just of this long carpet with a certain kind of edging along it, a long red carpet in a beautiful old-fashioned building. And I thought, what's this? And I saw what was happening in the news, and I went and looked up pictures of the Imperial Palace in the Kremlin, and there was that carpet runner, the exact one.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm betting lots of people may have had something like that. Sorry to bring everybody down, but
No, no, no. Well, so something that they may have picked up on, some sort of
yeah,
a clue, some sort of a sign, some sort of a
something's going on.
message.
Hmm.
Yeah. And you didn't know what had happened when you saw that, so it didn't make sense to you?
Think the rumblings had been going on for a while, but I thought I didn't immediately make the connection and then thought, well, I wonder if this could be something having to do with the Kremlin. And just thanks to Google Images, there they all were. And it was that exact pattern. In fact, there were two
Wow.
different patterns that I saw, and I found both of them online.
Well, Miss Charlotte is saying that another reader last night said she woke up by a plane and bomb explosions, but I'm assuming that it was like a
Yeah.
um, remote type of thing. Yeah, yeah. Let me see what else I have. Um, okay, Juno has a question. She says, "My dog Comet won't eat today. He's normally a ferocious eater. Any insight?" Thank you for your question, Juno.
Okay, let's check in on Comet.
Oh, Kevin Loving Vibrations was the one who heard that. I see. Okay. All right, Comet for Juno.
I'm just seeing a dog who looks kind of like he's making a face, and then I'm seeing a lemon. So I'm going to put that together and say he feels like he has a sour stomach. Okay, Spirit, what can we do to help him feel better? Bland foods. They often say hamburger and rice for a sick dog, but just rice, maybe. The hamburger right now would be too, I wouldn't agree with him. And mashed up carrots. Well, they showed me carrots. Maybe he would eat them whole too. That's all I get.
Okay. What I was getting was that your dog is very empathic and he's picking up on some possible concerns that you may be worried about or carrying around. Um, he does seem to be bothered or upset. So I'm not sure if the stomach was upsetting him or if the vibrations were upsetting him. He seems to be very tuned into you. And I'm not sure if you're feeling um, she said he's not throwing up or anything. Also heard that pumpkin could help. Yeah, he just seems a little upset. I'm not sure if it's, you know, for me, it just seemed more empathic. But whatever it is, it seems like it won't last too long. Mhm.
Somewhere I saw a question. Anyhow, thank you for asking, Juno, and we hope that he gets better. I think I saw a question by Gypsy JJ saying that she was going through a dark time. Let's see if we can find that.
This one says, "Thank you, Melinda. I'm in a dark night and I'm struggling. I
Yeah.
need your kindness, appreciation, is overflowing, so to just be here. Let me see what she says before that.
Okay, so this is a response, not a direct question.
Let me see what she was saying. It's hard to.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
This is why we miss our dear Aley.
Yeah, she makes it look so easy,
Oh,
doesn't
I
she?
know.
Well, Gypsy JJ, we're sending out love to you, um, and comfort, and um, sort of like a shield, like a shield of. I like to do like pillowy cotton candy type of shield to protect you from the energies that are swirling around, and just keeping you sweet, keeping you soft, keeping you happy, keeping you just that soft kind of cotton candy around you, so that it doesn't go affect you too deeply. Yeah. Thanks for mentioning that, Joan.
Okay, sweetie, she says.
uh,
Darling, that's wonderful.
going to be sweeties. Going to be okay. Yeah, yeah. Um, so I had a really beautiful experience. I don't know if anybody had the chance to see um, Dozen Cats for me. Kelly had me on her show on Sunday afternoon, and we had an amazing experience.
I haven't seen that. I'll have to go back and watch that.
Okay. Yeah. Um, I, yeah, I was, I was, I was just really amazed after that, after the show with Kelly, and I haven't had a chance to talk to her about it and explain it, but I felt like something shifted. Something happened during that show, and I felt like something opened up even more. It was really an amazing experience. We only did a couple of readings towards the end. A lot of it was interview and questions, which was fun. It was a lot of fun. And we were talking about her reading and stuff, and she was talking about the session. And then at the end, or towards the end, when we were doing the readings, yeah, there were some really magical experiences or readings that happened, and yeah, I I received some really interesting feedback, which is always really nice. You never know
Yeah.
what it means to somebody unless you hear the feedback, and that's very, very important. So Valerie S has a question here. Hi, Jean and Joan. Very tough right now, especially with family in UA. What does UA mean?
I think that's in
United.
Ukraine. I'm
Oh,
seeing
that's
the flag. I'm
oh.
assuming it's Ukraine, a blue and yellow flag.
Would love a message from my ancestors for future, trying to move forward after a lot of loss. Oh, I'm so sorry,
Yeah.
Valerie.
Okay, let's see what we can bring through for Valerie S. from her ancestors. I'm getting the first thing I saw was like a Valentine heart with an arrow through it. But this isn't about Valentine's and that kind of heart. It's about them sending love to you and to the world right now, especially to you, with a recognition of current events piercing your heart and how difficult this is. And I heard, this isn't the first time. This is like a replay of things they have, some of them have lived through. Oh, I'm getting chills, but the heart of our country has been made stronger by the incidents in the past, and it will sustain, ooh, chills, it will sustain us all. I see people joining hands in a circle and like, you know, on some apps when you get all the hearts, when people all over the world are hitting the heart button and it's just flooded with hearts. That's what I'm seeing now from the center of the circle. There's a lot of love coming from them and coming from others, both in spirit and in the body. And this will sustain you. And then they're showing me shafts of wheat. It'll sustain you like the wheat.
That's great. Wow. That was a really powerful message, Joan.
Well, I hope that is helpful.
That was really, really great. Really great. So, Valerie, I was seeing something a little bit different, and I'm trying to work on what the actual meaning is. I saw like a package that almost, you know, how back in the day before Amazon made all that, the new packaging, when you used to get a parcel in the mail, it used to be covered in the brown paper wrapping, and then you would rip open the brown paper wrapping to find the item inside. And they're showing me that there's like a tear. There's like a tear. There's a facade. The brown paper wrapping is just the wrapping. It's just what's on the outside. It just is the illusion that really what matters is on the inside. And they're pulling back the wrapping and it's tearing and it's very thin. So what you see and what is presented to you is a very thin facade, and that what is really going on is a much bigger picture. And I think the much bigger picture is the spiritual expansion and awakening. And all of this has to go on simultaneously because it needs to shake us up. So what you're seeing um, is only a small part of what's really going on. And what's really going on is a lot of love, a lot of togetherness, unity, humanity sticking together, and um, and triumphing and overcoming. You know, I feel optimistic. I know that's not doesn't make a lot of sense, but I do.
And Valerie said the Holocaust, and I came here as refugees in 1980 from Minsk too. I just never went back. Always felt I don't belong anywhere really. Oh, Valerie, we just send you our very, very best. Oh, what a hard
Yes,
time.
that's like PTSD on steroids. That's just
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. Um, Yeah, sending love to
yeah.
you and your family, Valerie, and others that are affected in similar ways. Wow. Okay. Good. Um, so let me see. So, Joan, do you have any cards, like any
I've got my
oracle cards or something that maybe we can pull a card for somebody, or if we can maybe just do a reading for the collective. If anybody wants a particular card read or a card pulled, maybe you can ask
sure.
us for that. Or I wasn't actually going to do this tonight, but yeah, we do have the Ascended Masters deck here. And let me see if you can see it. It's
Ooh,
called the
nice.
Ascended Masters, and it is Doreen Virtue. But if anybody would like me to pull a card from here and do a reading for them there, that's fine too. Look who popped up. I see Lee Reeve. She says, "Hey there, I would love a card."
Great. I can start with, I've got my Sacred Earth, and then I've got the birds.
Okay. So actually, I did lead. I'm going to come to you next. I'm going to leave you start. But Juno actually said, "I'd love a feather card, please." And it was right
Okay.
before Lee. So I hope that's okay that I jump back like that.
Okay, here's a feather card for Juno. It is the white swan. The power of divine grace is within you. I don't know if it's a lovely, just a white feather. And
Aw.
there it is, the swan. Oh, I don't know. Everything's backwards and upside down. The power of divine grace is within you. Lovely. I'll agree with that.
Absolutely. All right. Let me just unstar these. Okay. Um, let's go ahead and um, okay. So here's Lee Reeve, and she said, "I would like a card for," and then it says for finances, for money. Is that what you think that she may mean there?
I get that idea.
Okay. All right. Let me see. I don't know if I have a, yeah, I'll pull one of these. All right, for Lee Reeve, for Lee, for Miss Lee, for I have the King of Wands, and it's a born leader, influential, independent, creative, ambitious. Doesn't really say anything about finances, although he says he wants it all. So go for it. This is the card that I'm reading, and it's the King of Wands. And I'm trying to read the cues on the bottom to see if there's anything about if there's an entrepreneur, independent, creative, wants it all, ambitious. So maybe there's an entrepreneurial thread inside you somewhere, Lee. Joan, what'd
And
you get?
I'm going to draw from the Sacred Earth Oracle card, and we're getting motion. So might be a time to take steps, to take action, to set those positive vibes in motion, because I got this gray hair and was hanging around for years, not taking action. And boy, when you actually step out in faith and do something, things can really start happening quickly. So I hope that is meaningful for you, Lee.
That's great advice, Joan. That's really good. Healer Jules just wants to remind you to give Valerie her number.
Let's see.
Does that make sense? Joan, will you please give Valerie my number? And you can maybe check. Not sure. Not sure.
Jules will be in
Who?
touch afterwards. Jules today gave me another healing and of
Ah,
a I had two problems with my hip, one that had been going on since 2001. That one she cured the first time. And then I had sciatica that's been going on since 2018. And now that's gone. So that's my endorsement.
Wow.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So
Excellent.
yes, in gratitude for that, I will get in touch with you, Jules, after this.
And do you want Valerie to email you, Joan?
Yeah, Valerie, could you email me at seek411 at yahoo.com?
And then she can connect you with Healer Jules.
Right.
Excellent.
Ooh, I love putting
Excellent.
people together.
Well, that's great. That's great. Okay, so Melinda Salinas is here. Hi, Melinda. How are
Hi,
you?
Linda.
And she would like a card, please. And I do want to try and pull a card from the Ascended Masters.
Okay.
What card are you going to be pulling from?
I'm going to do the feathers for Melinda.
Okay.
Oh, I was just going to mention that I passed the little shop where I bought these cards, I don't know, sometime last year. And like many spiritual shops, it was just an independent, small shop. And I hadn't been in that neighborhood again, and it was gone. So anything we can do. I should have been supporting her or going there more often. But if you know of shops that, I know it's easier to just get things online, but if there's a way to support shops in your neighborhood or in your town, stop in and just pick up some cards or something sometime. That would be really nice. I wish I would have done that.
It's a good reminder. It's a good reminder. Dozen Cats for me is actually here. Hi, Dozen Cat. Hi, Kelly. How are you? Did you hear me saying how wonderful of an experience we had on Sunday? It was very magical. She just said she's popping in to say hello. I'm not sure if she's still here. Oh, okay. And Lee Reeve is responding to the money message. And she just said she just wanted a little money, not a lot, like the one card said. Okay. All right. I'm going to stop there because there's a lot more messages, but just going to go ahead and read a card for Melinda Salinas. Did you want to go first, Joan?
Oh, okay. Here's the crane again. And
Oh,
it says, you will soon enter into a beneficial partnership, luck and longevity, bless this union. And that could be a business partnership or a friendship or a romantic partnership. Because we remember that the cranes are the one, or no, it's the storks that bring the babies, not the cranes.
these they don't put them in alphabetical order, I don't think. M-A-L. Oh, there it is. There it is. Nope. I don't know who this is. Okay. So the card that I got is Manjushri. Manjushri.
Ooh.
And it looks, I'm not sure. It looks to be either Tibetan or I'm not sure what it is. It's very interesting. I couldn't find it in the book to give it a look up. So let's see what message Manjushri has for Melinda. He's saying, use your gifts. We want you to use your gifts. We've given you blessings. We've given you gifts. try to create occurrences where you could practice using your gifts. And he's not speaking about spiritual gifts, although it did sound like that to me. He's talking about your gifts, what makes you special, what is your forte, what you are good at. Create opportunities for you to practice with them. I see your gifts as sparkles that just shine and kind of like beam up and then go back, beam up and then go back. And these are all your gifts, and there's many gifts inside of you. And they're just asking you to use them, practice with them. It was really neat.
See, we've observed just a little bit of spirit working right here. Jean couldn't find the right text or the description in the book. So you were able to, let's not go to the index, let's not go there, let's go right to source or to the being you were in touch with, and got probably a much more accurate and beautiful reading on that specific question for Melinda.
Oh, that's sweet of you to say, Joan. Thank you.
It's just fun to see it in action. There's a reason you can't find that, and then all of a sudden something better happens.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, thank you, Melinda. I do have one more, and that is Healer Jules would love a card as well. Thank you for asking for a card. If anybody has any questions, I know that, and even if you don't, that's fine. Aw, Melinda. If you want another card pulled, or if you have a suggestion. Oh, I have a couple more. Okay. Aw.
Well, I'm going to pull a feather card because I know Jules likes birds. Ooh, it's the Oriole. A new creative venture is on the horizon. See it as a positive change. Oh, this is there. Anyhow, it's a beautiful card. And here's the bird.
Oh, beautiful.
A
It's
new
really beautiful. Before I go on and get a card for Healer Jules, what I would like to say really quick, I just saw that Pure Visionary is in the chat. Hello, Terry. Terry Lee is mending from a little bit of back issues. So I hope you're feeling much better, Terry Lee. And also Terry Suzuki is also on the mend tonight. I spoke to her earlier today, and she's feeling a little bit better, and she's a real trooper. She's going to probably come be back on for the live that I'm going to have here on Tuesday with Terry Lee and with Terry Suzuki. I'm going to be the healthy one for once. No offense, girls, but you guys are always running circles around me. So I'm very much looking forward to that. And that'll be Tuesday at 5. Yeah, that's great. But we wish you both lots of healing and speedy
Yes,
recovery, and we can't wait to see your magic back here again.
definitely.
Great. Well, thanks for coming, you guys. Indigo Crystals Tarot. She wants a card too. She was on with Kelly too. I'm just starring them. Sorry.
That's just fine.
Aw. Okay, so let's see if we want to. We have not pulled a card for you pulled a card for
Yep.
Healer Jules. I would like to pull a card as well. And Healer Jules, I'm going to go for my goddess deck. Goddess guidance. I just wanted to move to a different deck. For Healer Jules, She's an amazing soul. And Joan, you had the pleasure of reading for her. Wow. Very nice.
Yeah. And for her daughter.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is very nice. That's a beautiful compliment when they refer their family. Oh, my favorite healer, Jules. This is Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion.
Oh,
Let me see. It does have a little bit of something on the bottom. It says, release judgment about yourself and others and focus on the love and light and that is within everyone. And I know that you are a compassionate soul healer, Jules. And I think what Kuan Yin might be talking about, and this is a big ask, but she's saying, release judgment about yourself and others. And I think what she means by that is the conflict. I mean, it's horrible to imagine. I mean, it's a big ask, but if we can love our enemies, can you imagine how that might change the energy around that? And not judge those that are causing chaos. That's a big ask.
yeah. And
That's a
even
big
if you
ask.
can't go that far, just to keep your own vibration as high as possible, that contributes to the overall vibration of the planet too. I mean, send in love and light and prayers, but then it's like you're in the army just by helping keep your vibration high.
Yeah, the judgment lowers the vibration, and the uh, disgust lowers the vibration. Even though that may be how we feel, we can feel it and thank it, and then send love overall. You know, we
Mhm.
want we want the highest vibration around these people. We want the best for these people. We want the best and the highest vibration for everybody because we're all one. We are all one. So it is a big ask. Um, yeah. So that's good, healer Jules. I like that. I like that one. Okay. So Levita is here and she would like a card. Levita de Souza. Hi,
Okay.
Levita. Let me see. Do I want? I think I want. I'm going to go back to the Ascended Masters.
And I'm going to try the Sacred Earth one for Levita. Let's see what they have to
Oh,
say.
very nice. Who would know? Two mediums would be pulling cards.
Efficiency.
Oh,
That's interesting. Lots of swirls and earth colors. And it's like she's holding, it looks like a watch, but it's actually just a circle with a figure in it. Okay, what does this really mean for Levita? This little symbol has fire around it. Efficiency. I'm
wow.
getting going to the heart of the matter and going to spirit can sometimes be the most efficient way of resolving an issue. Now they're saying passion. Oh, okay. And kind of getting the idea that going to spirit, well, just like we saw with Jean and reading, couldn't find the answer in the book. So she just went to spirit, and that was a much more efficient way to get the job done. So tuning into your intuition, to your guides, even though sometimes it doesn't seem logical, can be the most efficient way to accomplish whatever it is needs to be done. I hope that makes sense, Levitha.
Yeah, that's actually that's beautiful. It's beautiful. Trust comes down to trust.
Mm-hmm.
Trust in your guidance, trust that everything's going to turn out okay. Okay. Wow. Levita, I pulled a card for you, and you might know him, Jesus. And it says, open your heart to love, Levita. Open your heart to love. And let me see. I mean, that is exactly what Joan just said, is to connect to spirit and to release the control that you feel the need to correct and course correct other people's actions or words. And they're asking you to release that to your angels and let it go, and don't harbor it inside of you. It's festering inside of you. You need to let it go. The judgment, the control, the disgust, the flipping. You need to release it and focus on your own light. And then the connection to other humans by their light. They don't want you to harbor all that resentment. Let it go, Levita. Dance and sing. Yeah.
That's beautiful. And I think lots of us can benefit from that advice. This whole time since I said something and saw wheat at the end, and I said shaft of wheat when it should have been sheaf of wheat. And it's been in the back of my mind bothering me this entire time. So it's like, time to let go.
No.
And you can be more fully present for other things that need to be done.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope that was helpful for you, Levita. Thank you for asking. And we did do Healer Jewels. And so Indigo Chrysalis Tarot would like a card. And I am going to go for a whole different deck. Might as well, right?
Yes. I'm going back to birdies.
Indigo Chrysalis Tarot.
Ooh, you got a loon. I don't think I've ever drawn this one before.
Aw, it's beautiful.
Pay attention to your dream time. Messages of guidance are drifting in. And here's the loon, state bird of Minnesota, where I've been living. They're just beautiful, beautiful birds with the most haunting call. Ooh, they're calling to you in your dreams.
Is that your, are you finished?
Yes.
Okay, good. I mean, not good, but okay. So this one is the Keepers of the Light, Indigo Chrysalis. And this one is called Hope, and it says love and acceptance. So I think we're teetering on a collective message here, Joan. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
It says, love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. And I think that goes along with what Jesus said and what Kuan Yin said.
Yeah.
Um, and what they're asking us is to choose love, not to harbor the hate, the resentment, the disgust, the outrage. You know, we all are feeling it, but let it go. Don't keep it inside. Don't let it fester. Don't hold it and carry it with you. Don't put it on that backpack, like I told Kelly, and carry it with you. Let it go. It's love and acceptance. Accept that through tragedy, unity develops. I mean, we've all seen this through COVID and things like that. That there's so many blessings in the tragic circumstances that many others have been dealing with. Um, try to keep your eye on the bright side. Try and keep your eye on the acceptance and the love. Know that everything's going to work out all right. We'll be better than ever. This will be over and we'll have triumphed. I can just see the roaring. I mean, everybody's going to go outside of their houses and bang on pots and pans and stuff. And when when uh, when this is resolved, yeah.
And I'm just going to tag onto yours. Um, while you were talking, I got another kind of hit about the loon and that how, let's see if I can say this succinctly, that your call for being focusing on the positive and the love and the high vibration can seem unreasonable at a time like this when you're feeling the horror of it all. But the positive things that are coming from it, it's like we can't recognize it now because I saw the loon. The picture of the loon was in its summer colors, its summer plumage. And I remember seeing loons in their winter plumage, and I'd never seen them before, just a couple of years ago down in Mexico. And I never would have recognized the bird because it just looked gray and mottled, and but it was the same bird. That's just what they look like in winter. So sometimes things can't. It's like it's not what it seems. The horrors of what we're seeing is, yes, very real, and it's hard to put together that. But it's sort of like the loon in the winter plumage. It's going to turn back into this brilliant black and white, beautiful ring-necked bird. It's just as hard to see it right now, but we have to trust that nature's got this, that spirit has this, and by focusing on the more positive outcome and holding that close, that we can help contribute to it in that way. I hope that made some sense.
Absolutely. Thank you for smoothing that out for us, Joan. That's beautifully put. Beautifully put. And applying it to our own lives, a practicality to the message, which is really appreciated. Thank you. That's
Yeah.
great. So we have Nancy Smith, and she says, I have the same name as her sister, and she wants us to pull a card for her. Hi, Nancy. How are you? Thanks for asking your question. I think I'm going to go for the goddess card again. Oh, wait.
Okay. Oh, unity.
Oh,
Yeah, that's just again, here we are on this theme. That seems to make sense. We're all, by all pulling together and focusing on love, we could save the world. There she is, just like that angel holding the globe.
the angel is saving the world, right? And that's what we all want to do.
Yeah.
And how we do this is through love. Sounds corny.
Yep. The
Sounds
world's in our
like a
hands.
Beatles song. But it's I don't know. Yeah, it's 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 a learning opportunity. It's an opportunity to expand our spiritual awareness and to grow together and to realize, and we do realize this is the effect of what it feels like to connect with every other human on the planet, you know?
Hmm.
And it's bringing it, it's rising. And it's just, it's, I'm optimistic, but that's just the way I am. So I hope I'm not offending anybody. I don't take it lightly. I understand. I just choose to focus on the possibility of the benefits. Yeah. So what I got for you, Nancy Smith, is Kali, and it's endings and beginnings. The old, I'm trying to read this without my glasses. The old must be released so the new can enter. I'm not giggling. I'm just saying that is this more, this is more of the collective. Is this not the same thing? Isn't she beautiful?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that. It's hard to see the glare a little bit. Um, I just think I think it's collective. I don't think that that's anything specific to you, Nancy, and um, other than that you are part of our collective. Let me just see if Kali has anything specific for you, Nancy. Unconditional love, compassion. These are heart virtues that we guard so dearly, that we keep hidden away, locked away, and underneath all those blankets, because it's very, very precious to us. But they want us to open it and share it and show it to others. Yeah. Be the display, be what you want to see in the world. Um, they're also they were just reminding me of this while I was getting that message for you, Nancy, that I just witnessed the most beautiful collaboration with Aley from Heart and Soul Connected and Spirit Whisperer Mark. They went on Aley invited him to her channel for an interview, and something happened with the sound. The sound didn't work, and they were on for a good 5 or 10 minutes. And when you're live, you're under a little pressure, you know. They were so sweet and kind to each other, and so allowing, forgiving, respectful, and just saying, I mean, it was a heated kind of moment, but they were just so calm, cool, collected, and just thought, we'll get through this. They were so beautiful. What a beautiful display. And then what they did was they went over to Mark's channel, Spirit Whisperers channel, and continued the conversation there. He hosted Aley. And I thought, how beautiful. What a collaboration. What an example for all of us to be kind, considerate, and flexible. And it was absolutely magical, the energy that I saw going on there. And the content was phenomenal as well. But I just watched the interaction between the two of them, the two masters, they had the wisdom keepers. They have the experience, they have the wisdom, they have the temperament, and they have the knowing of what is really important. And they really kept that in focus. It was just beautiful. I really enjoyed it. So I hope you guys watch it.
I saw it too. And it was, just as you said, they were calm, they were helpful. Could we try this? Could we try that? And of course, the community, people in chat were saying, oh, maybe you could try this, maybe you could try that. And everyone was just pitching in. It was all hands on deck, but no one was freaking out, or it was just a beautiful thing to see, a good example for all of us.
I thought so too. I was really moved.
Oh, can I just bring up one other thing? We've been talking about sending love, sending light, and all of that. But Jean, do you have a specific practice or a way that you could offer to other people about what's one practical way that you do that? And then I can tell you what I did too.
I'd have to think about that. I go within, and I don't assume that my energy is any more powerful than anything that's out there, but I'll go within and connect, and then ask the guides, ask the source to lead us in the direction that is for the best outcome for everybody involved. And I let it go. I let them figure it out. I don't,
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Oh, thanks.
I heard, and people in chat probably heard this too, Cash Peters, one of his recent ones, he was trying to describe sort of the way he healed his cat Olive by using a technique of going in, finding the spark of God in you, and then projecting that outward toward the cat. And he said, what if I tried to do this for this whole situation? And so he pictured himself in a square somewhere in Ukraine and did it, and just projected that source energy outward. So I tried that, and I remembered hearing Zelensky saying something about how every square in Ukraine is going to be known as Freedom Square. So I said, I'm going to Freedom Square, but Freedom Square is in every city there, and kind of tried to, connect with source, connect with it within me, and then project it outward, and then to have it build a shield, kind of a glass bubble over that city, and then over every city, and then another one over the entire country. And just feel all that source energy coming through and projecting out those high vibes. And that felt good. That felt better than the kind of prayer that I was taught as a kid, the begging prayer, begging, pleading, oh please, oh please, oh please. And it felt like I was doing something. So everybody find your own way to do it. But that was, that's what made me, it's made me feel good, but it made me feel like I was doing something that was positive too. So thanks to Cash. And I'm sure our people in chat have their own ideas of how they do it too. But I think the situation requires all sorts of approaches. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, that was good, Joan. So I have a question here from Miss Charlotte. She says, I'd like to know what it was that I wanted to accomplish in a physical being when I was about to jump into this body. Don't we all? Before my in my pre-birth experience. um, Past life regressions will give you a lot of information like this, Miss Charlotte. But let me just see. I think I'm just going to tap in. I'm not going to use any cards and see if there's any message that might help you with clarification there.
Well, as is typical with the messages I get, this is kind of odd. At first, I saw you, or I saw a figure that I'm going to assume is you, Miss Charlotte, and kind of face down on the ground. But it wasn't like a human figure. It was almost like a Lego guy who'd landed on the ground face down. But then those kind of robotic arms pushed up, and it turned into like a Lego doctor with a stethoscope on. And you were walking and swinging your arms, and then became more of a fully formed human. Um, so the message they're seeming to give to me is there have been struggles, and you didn't really feel your full, true, authentic self, but by kind of pulling yourself up by the bootstraps or facing them, and you turned around, you turned toward whatever the way that's been beneficial to you, that you grew from it, and the doctor or nurse and stethoscope is that you're using that experience to heal others. So I know that wasn't really specific, and I'm not sure why it was the Lego guy, but I think it was the idea of becoming more of your authentic self by working through the struggles that you've faced in your life. Or maybe you're a Lego doctor, I don't know.
Well, that is very profound, Joan. And it's more of coming into yourself, uh, embodying the um, s- the spirit, the soul part of you, it in your human, combining the two, combining the heart and the soul, just like Aley's channel, heart and soul connected. Your spiritual self is integrating with your 3D meat suit, what they call it. And this is blossoming. You came here to evolve. You came here to expand. You came here to practice your heart virtues. You came here to be part of a community. You came here to smile at a grocery clerk. You came here to shine your light. It's not necessary just for all of us to leap tall buildings, but I think, Miss Charlotte, now that I think you may have had a sensationally amazing past life that you feel these urges and these instincts that something is about to happen. Like, I know it's in me somewhere. And I think you're remembering this past life because a lot of people, during this time of the veil thinning and the energies on the earth, the past lives are really bleeding through a lot of us, and they're coming forth. And I think that this is the urgency that you might be feeling, is a sensation from your past, from one of your past lives, perhaps. Maybe you were, a I don't know why I just got, what is that called when somebody discovers they went out, but I can't, I'm losing the word. I don't know the word. Joan, what do you what do you call, oh, an explorer. You were an
Okay.
explorer. That's what I'm thinking of, when they went out west and they would explore the horizon or the frontier. I think you were an explorer, which is very brave, a lot of bravery, a lot of unexpected anticipation and courage. And um, yeah, I think this may be one of your past lives, because I feel that you have like this urgency inside of you, like, I need to be doing something. I should have been doing something by now. What's going on? I feel this big need, you know? Good. What is she saying? You getting
She
response
said,
there?
I tried to search for a past life regressionist. There just aren't any near me.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. We know that
Um,
Bob will be starting to take reservations in April. I forget his last name.
I don't know it.
You can look on Heart and Soul Connected's past videos, and I know Aley has interviewed him, Bob someone.
Well, there's like QHHT. You can look up that, practitioners for that, and there's also BQH. You can look up practitioners for that, and a lot of them can do it online. Well, I think the BQH you can do online, but the QHHT you cannot. Um, yeah. Oh, here it is. Juno just put it there for us. Akashic Attunement, Bob Brunges.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Juno.
Juno. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's hard to make a. I don't remember. We came on at 5:30, so we're a lot over. Joan, can
Yeah,
you believe what time it is?
time flies when you're having fun.
Time flies when you're having fun. But I hope. I just want to thank everybody in the chat. All of the uh, just each and every one of you brings so much to all of our events here, all of our lives here, and we really do. We couldn't do it without you. We really do appreciate each and every one of you. And I see you. Sandra Wells is here. Ruth is here. Butterfly Kisses Healing, False Teeth Real Tarot, Pure Visionary. We really appreciate all your support. Julie P, Healer Jules, Valerie S. I see so many of you. It's hard to go through and name everybody, but there's so many here. I really appreciate all of the thumbs up, and I really appreciate all of you for asking your questions and pulling cards. And I really want to thank Joan, because she's been such a wonderful co-host or co presenter here with me today. I couldn't have done it without you, Joan. Thank
Well,
you.
it's always an honor. And I wanted to say hi to Starfish too.
Oh, is she here at the end?
She is here at the end. Yeah,
Hi,
and thanks
Starfish.
everyone. I just, our community is so great, and we're going to get through all of this together. I just feel so blessed to be part of this community, especially at a time like this. Always, but especially now. I just feel everybody's pulling together on this, and we'll do it together.
Absolutely. Well, thanks again, Joan. Thanks again, everybody. And we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.
I know.